very, very fair to Anirudh. He's come here with a mammoth challenge in front of him. Because he's speaking to an audience that is addicted to their butter chickens and their mutton biryanis. And his task is to replace something that palatable with something that unpalatable as insects. But surprisingly, by the end of it, at using logic and emotion both, Anirudh softens the stand that we have against insects and makes a very, very strong case on how they can be, as he quotes, the food of the future. How does he do it? How does he pick a challenge that vast and that difficult and does do such a good job at it? Contest chair, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else here who's softened a little bit by the thought of insects on their plate. One thing that Anirudh deploys so effectively is his delivery. When he's on stage, he's calm, confident, composed. He looks each and every one of you in the eye and he speaks plainly. He even does a question and answer session that softens your stance up and makes you a little more open to the idea. But what's truly remarkable, besides his delivery, is how Anirudh structures his content. And let's take the obvious out of the way about how his lexicon and his vocabulary is so full. Words like sentient, phrases like belly is full, idioms that are like the warm gaze of a dog versus the cold gaze of a cat. And let's look even beyond what makes his content strong. The depth and quality of his research. Not only does he go into various respective reasons on why insects should be good, but he covers it up with remarkable depth. Some statistics that he throws to persuade his point is that insects, they have a life of about 9 weeks, and in those 9 weeks they lay about 100 eggs. Strong numeric reasons to give and balance his fact. But truly, the most crowning aspect of why his content is so good is that within his logical arguments, he pads them in the front and at the back by emotion. He starts off by asking you, do you think your pets have intelligence? And by the end again, he says, well, do you think we care about insects? And makes you surprisingly soft to every bit of logic in between. A speech like that deserves to get better, and I have just 2 small recommendations for Anirudh. Number 1, when he exposes and builds up his content, he gives up numbers such as 9 weeks, 100 eggs, but none of us are experts in animal husbandry, so we have nothing to contrast it against. But if he mentioned that in contrast, a cow lives for 10 years and lays only 4 babies, then we'd have something to benchmark it against. But more importantly, I think the greatest opportunity for Anirudh is with regards to his delivery, particularly when it comes to the more emotional aspects of his speech. Even the small phrases like, do you think your pets have intelligence? With a little more nuance, will break down your barrier to listening to his logical arguments. Would we really care about insects, guys? And that may softens you up a little more than that being said in a normal single tone. Having said that, to summarize my analysis, I'd like to praise his command over content, particularly his vocabulary, the figures of speech he used, and the depth and quality of his research, and also how his delivery is constantly effective. The only recommendations I have for him are to work a little more on the emotional aspects of his delivery and also to contrast his facts better on this channel.